Hey, what's up guys? I'm James Withy, and today we're going to talk about why choosing the right tattoo artist is more important than choosing the right tattoo shop. Okay, so today is going to be a pretty interesting day. I'm going to try to get a few YouTube videos recorded for you guys today because I know that I'm not going to have time next week to get something recorded and edited and posted. And the reason why is because I'm going on a cruise called Holy Ship. It's basically like an EDM festival that takes place on a cruise ship, starts in Orlando, goes to the Bahamas, comes back to Orlando, and I'll be partying my ass off, and I'm not going to have time. But I do want to keep this channel going and, keep everything consistent for you guys as far as posts go. So my plan is to record a batch of videos today, edit and post one tonight, and then afterwards I'm going to have one in the chamber or two in the chamber ready to go for you guys when I get back from my cruise. But fingers crossed, we'll see how I feel after I record this video. So with that said, let's get on with it. Basically, what we're going to talk about today is why I believe that choosing the right tattoo artist should be prioritized over choosing the right tattoo shop. Now, the structure of this video is going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to basically talk about why I do believe that, but then I'm going to talk about some exceptions to that might contradict what I'm saying here, like situations where what I'm saying might not apply, so that you guys can go ahead and use that accordingly and use that, for whatever situation you're in. Now, the reason I think that this is an important video to make is because I get a lot of people that walk into my tattoo shop and basically, we have a process where we'll ask them okay, well, what can we help you with? They'll say, I'm looking to get a tattoo, obviously, right? They'll say, I'm looking to get a tattoo. And then we say, do you have a particular artist that you're looking to work with? And those clients that walk into the shop, they'll say, no, I really don't care. I like your guys' shop. It doesn't matter to me which artist does it. I just want to get tattooed. And that's fine. In my shop, the people that walk in and have that attitude in my shop, they're lucky because in my shop, everybody's really good at tattooing, and it's fucking, it's pretty unlikely that you're gonna get a tattoo that you don't like here. Everybody here is fucking dope, and you're not gonna get a bad tattoo in my shop. However, I've worked in other shops where having that attitude, having that mentality is kind of dangerous because you can walk into a tattoo shop that's considered to be a good tattoo shop and actually end up with a poorly done tattoo because you got a tattoo done by the worst artist in that shop, and they didn't have the skill level necessary to do even a simple small tattoo. So this phenomenon, exists all over the fucking United States and all over the world, I'm guessing. It is something that is a real thing where you can have a bad artist in a good shop, and in addition to that, you can also have a good artist in a bad shop. Like a smaller, less well-known shop, you can have a really great tattoo artist there. So I felt like this video needed to be made to kind of explain that concept to people that really, at the end of the day, tattooing is not a team sport. When you go to a tattoo shop and get a tattoo, it's not going to be the counter person that does your tattoo. It's not going to be all the tattoo artists, as a whole, cumulatively adding to the experience. No, they're not going to come in one after another and fucking slap each other in, tag each other in, and one person's going to do the line work, one person's going to do the shading. In the past, there have been some tattoo shops like that, like traditional tattoo shops, but in today's day and age, in the United States of America, that does not exist. So it's really important to understand that when you're looking around for a tattoo artist on the internet, or you're looking around for a tattoo shop, look through everybody's portfolios and figure out who is going to be able to do the tattoo style that you want to get, and then also who's going to be at the skill level that you feel like is acceptable to wear that art permanently on your body. So like I said, people that have had a lot of tattoos and people that are involved in the industry, this shit's gonna seem super fucking obvious to you. It's gonna seem like a no-brainer, but it is something that needs to be discussed. Lots of people think that when you walk into a tattoo shop, everybody there is gonna be at the same skill level and do the same style, and that no matter what, they're gonna get the same type of outcome regardless of who they choose. It's just not true. What I mean by that is that I've worked in some tattoo shops that are considered to be like a good shop, and even though most of the tattoo artists that were in there were really good at tattooing and you couldn't get a bad tattoo from them, I've worked in situations where there is one person that's not good at tattooing in that tattoo shop, and there'll be a situation where I'll be sitting in my little private room and I'm tattooing one of my clients, and my client's friend, who I know, will be like, oh man, I'm getting the fucking itch right now, I'm gonna get a tattoo. is anybody available? And the only person that's available is the person that I know is gonna fuck their tattoo up. And because I know them, I'll let them know like, hey, fucking, maybe you wanna wait. That's not the person you wanna get a tattoo from. They're not gonna do the best job. But like, imagine a situation where I don't know that person and, you know, I feel like I'm stepping on that tattoo artist's toes by saying, nah, don't get a tattoo from them. That's kind of shicey for me to behind their back be like, hey, you know, don't get a tattoo from them if I don't even fucking personally know the person that I'm telling that to. And likewise, if you walked up to like the counter person at a tattoo shop and you said, hey, I'm just looking to get a tattoo. Who's available right now? And the only tattoo artist that's available is the one that kind of sucks at tattooing. Counter person is not going to fucking extend the courtesy of letting you know that maybe you might want to wait or maybe these other artists are better. You know, nobody's fucking gonna help you out in that situation because the counter person's job is to get that tattoo done and collect the money and get you out the door as fast as possible. That's the ugly truth of it, is that that's their job. What your job is as the client is to make sure that you're looking at the portfolios of everybody that works at that shop. And most importantly, like I said, it should sound like a no-brainer, but most importantly, you should be looking at the portfolio of the person that's gonna personally do your tattoo. So if you walk into a fucking tattoo shop and you're looking to get something, you know, right there on the fly on a walk-in basis, and you say, who's got availability? The first thing you should be looking to do after they tell you who's got availability is you should be looking to look at those people's portfolios rather than just jumping into the situation, talking to the artist right away and being like, all right, yeah, I want to get this, this, and that, and then start, you know, get the whole process rolling of receiving that tattoo. You'll get swept up in a wave and really never even get the chance to evaluate that person's work and see whether or not it's the style or the quality that you're looking for to wear on your body permanently. Also, if you're looking to get a particular style of tattoo and you're looking to get like a custom piece, like something that probably isn't going to be done on a walk-in basis, then it helps even more to do your research and pick one specific artist that you're looking to pursue as the person that's going to do your tattoo. So like, if you're like starting point is just thinking, all right, well, I'm just gonna go to the shop in my area that's the most well-known or whatever and got the biggest name, and then I'm gonna get my tattoo from there. You walk into that shop, you look at everybody's portfolios and you're ready to schedule your appointment. You might find a good tattoo artist at that shop, but whether or not they're the best person for the job is kind of questionable because you haven't you prioritize the shop over the artist, and you haven't looked at every single tattoo artist that's out there on the internet that works at all these other different tattoo shops that might be less well known. And I feel like that's counterproductive to receiving the best tattoo you possibly can. So, you know, the gist of it, the fucking whole point of this thing is just to re-emphasize to you guys that you need to prioritize the artist over the shop. Who gives a fuck whether it's the nicest tattoo shop in the state? As long as it's not like a total hole-in-the-wall piece of shit shop that doesn't look like it's cleanly or professional or any of that type of stuff, as long as it's at a bare minimum level of professional quality as far as tattoo shops go, then all that matters is the artist that's doing your tattoo to begin with. You know, I mean, there's some tattoo artists that don't even work in shops, and they're some of the dopest tattoo artists in the world. They just tattoo people in their fucking hotel rooms all around the world. And, you know, in that particular case, that's a really great way of illustrating my point that the artist is more important than the shop, because sometimes the shop don't even fucking exist and it's all about the individual artist. Okay, so now that I've firmly established the reasons why I believe it's more important to pick an individual artist and prioritize that over picking, you know, your favorite tattoo shop, let me go ahead and explain a couple of situations where there might be an exception to that rule. One of them is definitely going to be where like you want like many different types of tattoos, like several different tattoo styles, and you like one-stop shopping. Like, you know, there's some shops out there that will only do traditional tattoos, like everybody specializes in the same style. There's some shops out there where everybody does black and gray tattoos, but then there's other shops where they have like a really wide variety of artists that specialize in a bunch of different styles. And let's say you're the type of person that wants to have, you know, a bunch of different styles in your like large scale project, like in your sleeve or something. Maybe you want like a black and gray realistic sleeve, but you also want like some really dope custom lettering in there. And then maybe you want to throw like a black work geometric piece in there too. At a shop like mine where everybody's good and everybody like specializes in a wide variety of different styles, you're gonna be able to stay at the same tattoo shop and get high quality tattoos from people that specialize in all those different styles if it's a shop like mine. But that is pretty rare, you know, like I just kind of got lucky with the artists that decided to work with me, that we do have a pretty like wide variety of skill sets, and oftentimes people do piece together like large scale work at my shop in that kind of situation, but it's pretty rare, like I said. You know, with that said, it is something worth keeping in mind that if you do want to, you know, not want to jump around, if you do have the desire to stay at one shop rather than jumping around from shop to shop to shop and collecting from all these different people and having to interact with a lot of different fucking like counter personnel and get used to a bunch of different systems and processes on how they do business, then sometimes it could be good just to stay at the same tattoo shop, and that could be something worth prioritizing. But in general, like I said, it is still better to have one individual artist that you're choosing for whatever project it is. Another situation where it might be good to prioritize the shop over the individual artist is if you're just getting something that's very, very simple. Like if you're looking to get a walk-in tattoo and you're just looking to get, I don't know, what's something that people commonly get? Like a semicolon tattoo, or if you're looking to get like a little heart with red fill in it or something. If you're looking to get something like that, and you walk into, a tattoo shop that is like a mediocre tattoo shop that has one amazing artist there that you want to get tattooed by, it's very likely that you're going to end up getting turned down because that artist might already be booked that day. So the only option you're going to be left with afterwards is all the other artists at the shop that really aren't as good as that original artist you came there to see, and you might end up with an inferior tattoo as a result. The reason that it might be good in this case to prioritize the shop over the artist is because if you walk into a really good tattoo shop with this in mind, you're just looking to get something real simple, you're just going to be looking for whoever's available that day, and if every tattoo artist there is good, which is a rare case, but it is possible, like how it is in my shop, then you're going to get a good tattoo regardless, and you're just basically going to go with whoever's open that day because maybe somebody had a cancellation, or I don't know, they just weren't booked that day for whatever reason. So that's a situation where you can kind of come up and get like a really dope, nice small little simple tattoo by choosing the right shop rather than trying to choose the right artist. Another reason why in that situation prioritizing the shop might be a better idea than prioritizing the artist is because like when you're doing a really simple tattoo, there is like a ceiling on how like well executed that tattoo can be. If it's just a really simple little logo style tattoo or something like that, it doesn't matter if you get the best tattoo artist in the world to do it, or if you get a tattoo artist that's just at an average level of technical skill to do it, it's probably gonna look about the same because how dope, how like really mind-blowingly fucking amazing can you really make just a little black heart with red solid fill in it, That right there is just about pulling a straight line, packing solid color, and I feel like that, like I said, there is a ceiling on how well executed that tattoo can be. So if you're in that situation, you're getting something really simple, yeah, maybe it's a good idea to prioritize the shop instead of the artist. But if you're looking to get a tattoo of any like good degree of complexity, if you're looking to get something custom, if you're looking to get a very specific, like artistically creative tattoo, always, always, always prioritize the artist instead of the shop, and you're gonna end up in better shape. So that's basically it for today's video. What I've discussed here is why I personally believe that it's better to prioritize the individual tattoo artist over the tattoo shop when you're choosing where you're gonna get your tattoo and who you're gonna get it from. But we've also discussed some of the exceptions to that, situations where it's more important to prioritize the tattoo shop over the tattoo artist. So I hope it really helps you guys, like as far as tattoo newcomers, people that are looking to get tattoos but really aren't just aren't experienced with the process. I know that it can be a little bit daunting and it's difficult to tell like which is the right direction to go in as far as this sort of thing goes. But yeah, if you guys liked it, hit the like button. If you guys have any questions about this like subject right here, leave them in the comments. I'm gonna try to get back and answer as many of those as possible for you guys. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day. See ya.